security and enterprise risks had been something that boards understood they needed to be aware of and concerned about, but they weren't really sure how to approach it. And I think with everything that was going on from a, threat landscape perspective, coupled with the fact that a lot of the, compliance and expectations of corporate directors started to evolve, where there's been plenty more sort of frameworks put in place for boards to think about how am I going to approach the security and enterprise risk nature of that challenge and not make it just an IT sort of concern. And one of the number one things these frameworks talk about is bringing, capabilities onto your board, right, that can really help in that area. Now, not every board is in a position to, carve out an independent board member spot with somebody that only has that kind of background, but people that have sort of a deep digital, have that technology bent and then also understand cyber and cyber risk, I think lend themselves to more and more boards. When I first, for example, joined the Axon board, they were moving in a direction of going very digital. Their entire business model was changing, and I think they were very quick to recognize, hey, we need to bring in some capabilities. But even as one of the board members that focuses a lot on security and cyber as a component of the enterprise risk committee, everybody on the board is very interested in and wants to be aware of, hey, what are the latest threats going on out there and what is our ability to address those? So I think, and again, as you think of different companies, like you mentioned, I'm on the board of several companies, but, some are seed, some are public. So there's this whole journey, throughout that process as well in terms of where security is as part of that conversation. And so I do think it's nice that as prospective board members and people are thinking about wanting to make that part of their, sort of aspirational goals, to really think of yourself not as a security person, but as an executive, as a business person that happens to have a whole lot to bring to the table in the area of cyber risk, digital risk, redundancy, resiliency, incident response, all those kind of areas. And that'll, I think, position you well to be able to provide more than just, hey, I'm the cybersecurity person.